wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. Check, we Ric Flairing on them niggas. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. One eye open like Betty Wops and find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Face, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing, sun up, baby.
Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's backpack, capital one. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants are with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered the leash. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty, and you're watching OFFScript. You already know what it is. Whoa, I got a button for that. Good morning, everybody. You already know what I'm about to be on. All right, you already know what I'm about to be on. Good morning, everybody, okay? Good way to start the morning with a little OFFScript, with a little...
I'm petty, I'm petty, I'm petty, I'm petty, I'm petty, I'm petty.
Oh, ain't nothing like starting the morning with a little petty. Ain't nothing like starting the morning. It's the breakfast of champions. Ain't nothing like starting the morning off with a little bit of petty. Okay? So shout out to Tut. He already know what it is, right? Script made him take Lane off the schedule. You already know what it was. My name rings bell out here in these streets, baby. I thank God for the opportunity he has placed in front of me. God brought me here. All right. Now, I don't know about the rest of y'all. I don't know what everybody else talking about, but I can tell you right now, if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't even be here. So I thank God that my name rings the bells that it does. Okay, ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling. All right, ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling. That's what just, hey, thank God my name rings bells out here, okay? So it is what it is. So you can tell, you know, because people, this is the funny thing. This is the funny thing, right? This is so funny to me. People would say, people would say something like this. Nobody cares about you, Scotty. Nobody made their schedule because you didn't say that, or nobody did their schedule like that because you said something. But those are the same Bamas that said, Deion's not watching you. He doesn't care about your apology. He doesn't care about, and then next thing you know, who's interviewing him? Next thing you know, who's interviewing? That's all I'm saying. So y'all might not think these Bamas watch, but they watch. They watch your boy, okay? They know what it is. If you know what it is, and I know what it is, you know what it is, okay? Come on, so let's stop. Let's stop the games, okay? Let's stop the games. They watching. All right, let's get into the show. MEAC March is coming. All right, MEAC March is coming. All right, I got some great guests that I'm going to have for MEAC March, so make sure you are locked and loaded. Don't be a hater all your life if you're just a swag fan. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a hater all your life, okay? Support the MEAC guys with y'all all HBCU family. Make sure you like the stream. I shouldn't have to keep telling you this. I always break it down. If you don't like nothing I got on the channel, if you can't stand my black ass, you know what you can do?
If I make you feel some type of way.
Come on, man. I don't give a damn. I keep trying to tell you I don't care. Didn't you hear? Spike don't care. Spike don't play with girls, okay? So at any point in time, if you don't like my black ass, you are more than welcome to scary on about, okay? Scary on about. That's it. Too easy. Don't, hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's go, man. DMV all day. Shout out to South Carolina State. DMV all day. All right? So it is what it is. And lastly, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So make sure y'all like the stream. Make sure you get become a member of the stream as well. All right, all that stuff's in the description link below or whatever. Now let's get into the first topic of the day. Grambling Inc.'s TV deal. Listen, I keep trying to tell you it's a copycat league out here. You got to do what the Giants are doing. And Grambling is a part of the trend, okay? So shout out to Grambling. Listen, man, I keep like, this is the problem I keep trying to tell y'all Bamas, right? And this is all, you know, when I say Bamas, I mean like, I don't know your names individually, okay? I only call you Bamas because I don't know your names individually, all right? So this is what kills me with the Bamas on the outside, but they, you know, they don't want, you know, they say I got Stockholm syndrome. You know, they say I love the white man's ice. So, you know, I love the white man's ice. White man's ice is cool and crisp, okay? But if that's not your cup of tea, and you want to do more black stuff, then how about you join a black network? Okay, do your own thing and become a part of a black network. Urban Edge Network is a black-owned media company. All right, you complain about TV time. You complain about that. Go download the app. All right, HBCU League Pass. It's free. Now, I don't know about the games coming up for the season if you have to pay for that, but right now, go download HBCU League Pass on Apple and Android. It's free, okay? Don't be about it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. My bad. Messed that all up. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Okay? So, go do that. Now, okay? I mean, after my show, of course, but you know, you can do it whenever you feel comfortable. But these are making major waves. Major waves because you got, yeah, I messed that all up. I messed that all up. I ain't even gonna lie to you. All right. What is it called? It's called, it's either called HBC. Listen, go to the website, right? You can go to the website, Urban Edge Network. All right, go to the website, and if you go down, they'll walk you through getting the app and all that. Okay, they'll walk you through and all that type of stuff. All right, so just that is what it is. So once again, you cannot complain about what ESPN will not give you if you're not willing to step outside your lonely box and do something for your damn self. And this is the start of it. Okay? This is the start of it. You have to make waves and changes when you have the opportunity to do so. All right? There you go. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. This is what it is. All right? So that's my point. But at the same time, once the school takes the step, alumni, fans, sidewalk fans, all right, boosters, you have to take 2 steps and support the damn thing. Okay? So I can't get on here, you know, crying and moaning about not doing something and then me not go and download the app. That's what I did this morning. I download the app. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. It's a little finicky. But it was crisp. I was watching like Burker and some weird game like Miller and Bakar or something like that. I was watching that game, on a basketball game that was going on the thing. It was crisp. I'm telling you, it was crisp. It's like I was watching it on like 4K HD. It was nice. All right. I'm telling you, it's going to get to where you're wanting it. But to start it where it is now, you have to support so that they get the support to do better things, innovations, and all that type of stuff. But I'm telling you, go get the app, download it, support it, take those 2 steps in the right direction so black people can do what black people do. Because we all know the white man's ice is colder, but black people make Kool-Aid better, okay? We not drinking water, okay? We drinking Kool-Aid. And we know white people can't make Kool-Aid. So that's why we already cooler than them anyway. Okay? That's it. All right. So make sure you go support. Take your steps. Okay. Thank you. There you go. That's how you do it. Appreciate it. That's how you do that thing. Right there. All right. That's how you do that thing right there. It is. Shout out to Zoe. It is a very solid platform. It is solid. All right. It is solid. Shout out to that. All right. So when somebody says you're drinking a white man's Kool-Aid, the white man's water and drinking a white man's ice, you say, no, my brother. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Allah, gives the black man Kool-Aid. Okay. That's what we do. All right, cool. She's not looking at me. All right, so that's what it is. Shout out to Grambling for taking this step. Shout out to FAMU for taking this step. And more teams are probably going to jump on this bandwagon as well. All right, next up. Look at Rocket Mortgage Hornets. Listen, what BJ always told me, he said if Alabama State ever got their ish together, they could be a really, really powerful program if they could ever get their ish together. All right. If everything was in line, they could get their ish together. All right. So this is what I'm saying. This is huge for Alabama State. And the reason I say this is because they got money. Oh my God. Them Bama's got some money. Okay. If they ain't got nothing else, they got money. So if you get them with the facilities that they have already off the rip, right? And you let them do that Grambling icon thing, the collective, the NIL deal, because they, as D Jackson, shout out to D Jackson, he says the Hornet Alliance, a group of Alabama State alumni, will launch a platform this week to assist Bama State sports athletes in the SWAC to secure NIL deal opportunities. You are messing with fire. Okay? You're messing with fire. Fire. Okay? Fire. So if Alabama State, with their facilities, if they I want y'all to think about this. I want y'all to really sit back and ponder this thing with me, right? Just picture this. If Alabama State would have got anybody that didn't sell houses a year ago, anybody, I'm talking about somebody with an actual coaching name or with an actual celebrity profile, and you add that with the facilities that Alabama State has, and you add that with the political pool that a lot of Alabama State, board of trustees and board members and frat brothers and more brothers that they have, they could be a walking giant. And I mean that in the most literal sense. I'm talking about they would make Laxon State, Grambling, they will make them look like high school because of what they're able to accomplish off the monetary aspect. Because money is not a problem with Alabama State. That is far from a problem for them. So we're not even talking about money. Money ain't even an issue for them. They like, what you want? You asked for 100. You know how you got the drug dealer in the neighborhood and he got all them hundreds and then he gives the kid a 5. Like, that's Alabama State. No bullshit. That's Alabama State. They be out there like, oh, you said you need some money. Oh, you got a couple, 100, blue face. Hey, man. Hey, here's a 5, bro. Go get you some candy from the. And the little kid like, damn, really, bro? Like, I just saw like 30, 100. I just saw 30 blue faces. You gonna give me a 5? That's Alabama State. That's Alabama State. They got money like that. So if you would have just added, you know what I'm saying, just a name brand coach. I mean, y'all got great value. You know what I'm saying? If you would have got like maybe Kirkland. Kirkland is a good brand, babe. Ain't that right, Kirkland? Costco. If y'all would have just got Kirkland, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you would have got what's the stuff at Target? The clothing places? I don't know. If you would have got some Target brand clothing, you know what I'm saying? You could have been doing something. You could have been doing something there. Y'all Bama's got great value. And everybody know where great value come from. And there's nothing wrong with great value. But it ain't Kirkland. That's all I'm saying. It ain't Kirkland. You know what I'm saying? It ain't Fendi. It ain't Gucci. Huh? Wild Fable. Yeah, whatever Tarjay over there selling. City Trend, you know what I'm saying? They over there doing that. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. So I'm excited for the Rocket Mortgage Hornets. I think that having this deal is going to be huge because I really think they're going to put something together really special because they do have a lot of pull just in their alumni association, their base or whatever. So I think this is going to be humongous. But I think it would be even better. I think it would either but it's the name though. See, you trying to outsmart. It's the name. See, you trying to outsmart me. Oh, no. It's the name. People respect, even though they could be the same thing, right? People like, oh, but I'm gonna get that Kirkland though. You know what I'm saying? So it's the name brand associated to, it's the status associated with the name. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Because when you hear great value, you're like, ugh, great value though. But when you hear Kirkland, you're like, oh yeah, give me some Kirkland. Yeah, I'll take some Kirkland. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the status associated with the name. It's the difference. All right, but good try though. All right, so it is. My thing is this. I just wish that the Rocket Mortgage Hornets could have gotten a little bit better with their choice of coaches. But teach his own. I don't know yet. I don't know much of the details. This just broke, I think, a couple of days ago. So it's not solidified of like a $500 stipend or $1,000 stipend, or if it's just individual deals. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So Shout out to them. Shout out to the Rocket Mortgage Hornets. Y'all doing your thing. Shout out to Coach Eddie Robinson, still doing their thing. All right. So last but not least, and what all 192 of y'all came to do. All right. What all 190 y'all two came to do, Lax State schedule review. That's what y'all here for. That's what y'all here. Y'all here for the Lax State schedule review, and I respect it. But me being me, I just couldn't. I wouldn't be able to do what I do if I wasn't a little,
I'm petty, 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 I'm petty.
You gotta hear the background noise. That just be hitting. All right, so listen, because all I was getting was outrage, right? All you was hearing was and let's be real, all you was hearing was outrage. Oh my God, Scotty, that schedule is so unofficial. Oh my God, Scotty, that schedule is so unofficial. Oh my God, those games, none of those games are going to be played. None of them. Oh my God, oh my God. Like that's all I was hearing. That's all I was hearing. So what I'm gonna ask you is, can you spot the difference? That's all I'm gonna ask. Listen, I'm not here to debate. Let me stop this, junk. I'm not here to debate. I'm not here to bicker. I'm not here to do none of that. I'm just gonna ask you, can you spot the difference? Let me see. Let me see if it shares this time. Nope, it won't share. Let me see. I'm gonna try to get this up for y'all. Bam. Can you spot the difference? Can you spot the difference? Because to me, I see the Alcorn game being the same. I see the A&M games the same. I see the Southern games the same. I see the Bethune-Cookman. I see, so they changed the date of homecoming. That's all I see. The UAPB game is different, but y'all was supposed to be there though. That's what y'all was telling us. That's what y'all was telling us. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, from what y'all was telling me, why y'all was being weird to me, you know what I'm saying? I didn't understand it because from what I was told, and this is just me, this is just me. What I was being told was y'all was supposed to be playing this UAPB game. What happened there? That's what I'm saying. But all this looked pretty similar to me. All this look real similar to me. That's all I'm saying. So all I see is Lane College being swapped out for Campbell. And that's great. But I just want to hear from the fans what was the real difference. Because if I'm being honest, if it wasn't for me, you are
the only participant in the conference.
You hear the white lady. It is what it is. If it wasn't for me lambasting y'all Bamas, straight roasting y'all Bamas about this weak ass schedule y'all had, I don't get it. I do not get it at all. So make that make sense to me. Make that make sense to me. Because it looked pretty much the same. It looked pretty much the same. And the only reason y'all Bama's didn't get Lane College is because Lane College pulled out. Lane College pulled out. So the UAPB game, y'all effed that up because y'all jumped from one contract to another and didn't do the right due diligence the first time. So y'all effed that up. That's numero uno. All right. And then Lane College pulled themselves out of that game. So I just want to make that very clear when people out here talking about, oh my God, Scotty, that schedule was so unofficial. That schedule was so wrong. Y'all Bama's had one game that y'all changed on here. Y'all Bama's literally changed one game out. That's it. Y'all got to be the most delusional ass nigga I ain't ever met in my life. God dang, for real. But overall, yeah, listen, I know I ain't crazy. You ain't listen. Y'all ain't about to punk me. That's what's not about to happen. I know my value. I know my work, bro. Because I know what I saw and I know what I heard. So you can't make that make sense to me at all. So let me get to this. But overall, the schedule. My bad. Let me get this going. Let me bring up this. And people worry about my desktop. Worry about your own. All right. Unlike y'all, I be doing work. You know what I'm saying? So I got to clip stuff and stuff like that. So don't do that. All right. Because y'all trying to come from my desktop. Don't do that. All right. So this is my thing. If anybody's taking, if anybody says 13-0, I'm taking bets. All right. It's $20 bets, but I'm taking them. All right. I'm taking them at any point in time. And the call lines are open 516-259-9041. All right. So I talked to my boy Blue. The boy Wonder. All right. I talked to my boy Blue. All right. And he said the Campbell game is really interesting to him because in two facts. And Blue, if you want to call in and talk about it and give your own, if you want to answer it for yourself, you are more than welcome to. But Blue told me that with Campbell, there's a lot of interesting factors to that game. Now, I think Grambling is going to be a great game. I think Alabama State is going to be a really good game. I think Southern's going to be a really good game. I think Texas Southern. I would say this, and I'm being 100% honest with you. I don't think FAMU is going to show up at the Orange Blossom Classic. I'm still going to pick them to win. I just don't trust Willie Simmons in big games. He's going to have to show me he can win a big game before I trust him in a big game. Like, no bull crap. That's just, and I'm being 100% real with y'all at this point. So I'm still riding with them. But I'm gonna just sit back on that one. I'm gonna sit back on that one because I really don't trust the fact of him being able to call play in a big game. I think that's a little iffy on me. So I'm a little skeptical on that one. I'm telling you that right now. But the Campbell game, right? The Campbell game is interesting because what Blue was telling me was that they had a really tough schedule last year. So that 3-8, that 3-8 that you see is not always indicative of what it was because they played Kennesaw State, they played James Madison, and they played Liberty. So those are probably three losses right there. They played Hampton, they beat Hampton, who skull drug North Carolina A&T. They beat Hampton, and they had some other game. Let me see right here. So they had some other stuff that they had. They played Charleston Southern. They lost to them. They lost to Hampton by one touchdown. They lost to Robert Morris by 3. They lost to Kennesaw State 30-7. They lost to Monmouth 17-34, and they beat Gardner-Webb and they beat North Alabama. And they lost to Elon by 1 point, and then they lost to Liberty 48-7. So after the listen, I'm gonna tell you this: their schedule is going to be harder than yours. Okay, it's going to be harder than yours, Laxton State fans. At the end of the day, now your talent. Who knows what you're going to be like in? Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Campbell's going to have 6 games. You're going to have 6 games for Campbell to scout. It should be interesting. I think by that time, I usually give a team 4 weeks to kind of I give a team 4 games to understand what they're going to do. Right? You give a team 4 games, and the reason why that it's easier to scout a Laxton State compared to a FAM and Tennessee State is because most teams start out with out-of-conference opponents. So a lot of times they might try something new. They're trying to test out their team and see, good example, right? Let's say Valley's playing Murray State their first game and they don't know who their quarterback is. Well, they're gonna do, a dual quarterback style. They might, first 2 quarters is one quarterback, maybe go every other series. So you really can't scout that because of the fact of they don't even know who their starting quarterback is going to be, and they're trying to get a feel for the team. You see what I'm saying? So most teams you can't really scout in the first 3 games because they're mostly out of conference opponents, or if a team is having a QB battle, they might give 1 QB each game to kind of see where they're going. Well, with Laxton State, they have an issue because out the gate they're in an in-conference game. Off the rip, they're in an in-conference game. So I can't even play around with you. You know what I'm saying? Because if I lose that game, I'm already behind the 8 ball in the conference, right? Then in your 3rd game, your out of conference game, Grambling, even though it doesn't count towards your conference schedule, it's still technically a conference game. You know what I'm saying? So other teams are going to be watching that like, okay, how are they playing Grambling, things like that. And Grambling's going to, they're going to come out to play because in their mind, it's a conference game. In their mind, it's a SWAC game. So that is going to make it more intriguing anyway. And then from there, it's all, SWAC conference games and that stuff like that. So my thing is this. I think Campbell will be ready. I'm not going to pick that game. It doesn't make sense. I don't know what Campbell's going to look like. I don't know what they're going to do the first 4 or 5 games of their season and things like that. Injuries happen, things come across, things break down and things like that. But this schedule is solid. And the reason I say it's solid because I know what Grambling is. Grambling as an out-of-conference game is a money game, okay? It's a legit money pool. You can't have it's probably next to homecoming, it's probably going to be the biggest game on their schedule. I mean, and you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Grambling, Hugh versus Dion, first matchup in the vet. It's going to be ridiculous, all right? It's going to be pure ridiculousness. And we know what that is. So I'm not really upset about that. I knew it had to happen. You would be dumb not to schedule that game. The Tennessee State, it is what it is. It's better than UAPB, I tell you that. I don't give a damn what nobody says. That game is better than UAPB, point blank, period. And then you got the Campbell game. So this is my thing. I couldn't give this schedule anything lower than a B because of the simple fact of I'm asking you to go schedule out of conference opponents and you go do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking you to go. The only thing about this, Blue, which you're probably right, most likely right, but the quarterback situation, Hickbottom leaving. I think they still got that kid from Auburn that they brought in. I don't know if he's still there. So the quarterback position is still up for grabs on that one. So that might be a really good game. What makes it an A? What makes it an A is you take off Tennessee State and you add another FCS team, another good FCS team. You know what I'm saying? So a Kennesaw State, maybe a South Dakota State. What else? Maybe a McNeese. Add a decent team, add a competitive team. But the one thing I do love about the Campbell is that it's for homecoming, right? So it's not a cupcake team for homecoming. This is a game you're actually going to want to watch. You're actually going to want to sit down and actually watch the football game because anything other than a D2 school is a demolishment. You know what I'm saying? So that's how this schedule becomes an A. You put an Austin P on here. You put a Hampton on here. You put a Kennesaw State on here. You put a North Carolina A&T on here. You know what I'm saying? You put an A&T on here. You know what I'm saying? Like that makes it a damn good game. You know, those are like, yeah, they're HBCU conferences, but North Carolina A&Ts, they gonna come to play. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see good football. You know what I'm saying? So you add one of those two teams on the schedule, you're cooking with grease. You know what I'm saying? Having a North Carolina A&T on your homecoming, that's fire. That's not being scared. That's the thing. I don't want Laxton State to be the game, with all the talent that they have. Don't play scared. Don't schedule scared teams. Like that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like don't be a Southern and schedule a Virginia Lynchburg and a Florida Memorial. Like you don't want to compete. I don't give a damn what anybody says. If you schedule two cupcake teams like that, you don't want to compete. You don't. I don't give a damn. I don't care who calls and talk about, oh my God, Scotty, they're money games for us. Oh my God. Bro, no. You don't want to compete. You don't. So, and I don't even care about the FBS stuff. if I'm being honest, I really could care less about the FBS stuff because at the end of the day, if you win, cool. If you don't, you got an out. You know what I'm saying? You got an out for that. Top 3 SWAC schedules. A&M's number 1. Valley's number 2. And let me see. And Alcorn is number 3 because I think Alcorn plays Tulane, Stephen F. Austin, and Tarleton. So those will be my top 3 schedules: A&M, Valley, and Alcorn. Yeah, those will definitely be my top 3. They got a crazy schedule. So Grambling wouldn't be my top 3. Like, it's a great schedule. I will put it over Laxton State, yeah, because they have a low-level FBS and then they have an FCS school. But Grambling, you can't jump Grambling over Alcorn, who's playing Stephen F. Austin, Tarleton, and Tulane. You're bugging. So no, I can't give you that. I just am interested to see how good your team is early in the season. I believe they are. I believe they're doing spring ball. Everybody's doing a spring ball game. I think they're all taking place in April. So make sure you got your schedules locked in. But yeah, I don't have a problem with the schedule. I think it's really good. Shout out to your cuz. Shout out to your cuzzo. Real talk. And that's an ass whooping. And that's an ass. Like, what does that even matter, Smash? Yeah, that you might not. You probably won't even cross the 50. That ain't even a respectable game, bro. Like, no, man, we're playing LSU. No, you're showing up. You're not playing LSU. You're showing up for a check and then going home. Okay, so you're not playing LSU. You're just showing up. So yeah, playing LSU. Yeah, okay. Miss me with that. So listen, I respect to Laxton State schedule. Respect to the schedule. I gave it a B. It is what it is. All right. Scotty, what spring games? I'm going to I'll be at A&M spring game. I'll be at Gramblings and I'll be at FAMS. Those are what's in my wheelhouse to go to. I'm trying to knock out those 3 spring games. Hopefully I can make them all, but I'm definitely going to Gramblings. That is not even if I don't make it to nobody else's, Gramblings and then A&M's and FAMS. But those are my top 3 that I'm definitely going to see this year when it comes to spring games. Those are my top 3 that I'm definitely. Hey, what's up, Smash? Talk to me
this year. Yeah, Scott, this I just don't agree with you, bro. Like, you go from giving Jack State an F, and just because they added 1 school on a homecoming game, like we agree, they added 1 school, they go to a B, my nigga. Like, from an F to a B. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then you go, whatever the team is, you say, because Southern play LSU, they showing up, okay, we get it. But at the end of the day, that LSU team should defer for 2 damn games. Wouldn't you say? Like, you don't think that much? I get that it's going to be a blowout as whatever, but it's still playing way better competition than any of them teams that you name, that you just, like, that you say the SWAC school should add to add competition. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is basically that they have all the same schedule, and you took Lane off and added whatever them people name is, and you give them a B from an F. And you say also said, because you can't be a hypocrite, which I give you much for saying that you act for this 1 game from an F to a B. That just correlate that for me, the F to a B.
Okay,
like,
so let me explain to you the reason it went from an F to a B is because they took off UAPB and they put Tennessee State. Is Tennessee State not a better team than UAPB?
From last year, fuck no. I think they could be. I went to 3 Tennessee State games last year. You remember that, right?
I know.
Yeah, they wasn't. You know,
they're not. So you're not answering my question. Are they better than UAPB?
No, I would say no. I mean, yes, they're better. No, they're not a better team than UAPB. I want to see it. I think if UAPB played Tennessee State, they'll get them run for their money, because Tennessee State was ass last year, so they have a lot of proof. A lot.
So you're telling me a team that was ass last year to a Tennessee State team that I believe finished like 3rd or 4th in their conference.
No, I'm telling you, Tennessee State, yeah, they was okay. I went to the Grambling game.
So that means they're better. That means they're better than UAPB. Is that not correct?
Why you acting like my last class, God? They're not all that.
Sir.
Okay. No, I'm not going to I disagree on that, but okay, keep going. It's okay to disagree.
So
okay, we do.
I want to understand why. Tell me why you're disagreeing, because you can't just disagree to disagree. Explain to me why UAPB is the same. No, wait. The question, it's a legitimate question. Explain to me how you feel that UAPB and Tennessee State are on the same level.
All we can go off is from last year, Scott. I told you I went to 3 of Tennessee State games. Matter of fact, the only 3 HBCU that Tennessee State played, and it wasn't no fucking wash. Grambling gave them a good game. Kentucky State gave them a decent ass game. Granted, they took off at the end. And who else they played? Grambling, Tennessee State, and Jackson State. Come on, bro. Like let's not try to put Tennessee State on a higher fucking pedestal because they're over there in the other conference.
Okay,
and that's another thing. We another conversation for another day.
And UAPB did what?
It was ass as fuck.
So how are you comparing the two? That you just gave Tennessee State 3 games, and they had the quarterback. I think Jeremy Hickbottom was like the second in OVC or whatever. But you just said UAPB was ass. So how in the world can that schedule not go up from a team you're saying is ass to a team you're saying is okay?
I'm going up from we going from an F to a B. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a big ass jump.
Okay.
Like,
so
yeah, you know
that's one.
So if you go up in the schedule, I agree. But to a B, my nigga, and then I am putting the other schools on the line because you said, okay, keep going. Okay, Tennessee State. I don't agree with you, but I understand your point. Like, keep going.
Okay, and then Campbell replacing Lane. That's a D2 college. Now you replace them with the number 2 FCS class team in FCS. So make that make sense.
Now that I agree with. I agree with that. Now,
so that doesn't bring you up to a B?
Not a damn B. Come on, from the episode that you had, you were giving them an F and dragging them because they add one. And that just call back to what I said. And like Mr. Forby saying, because we add these other teams to go up. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying like a F to a B because of the small little change. They always play Tennessee State,
bro.
Yeah. Huh?
Bro, listen. That's not you talking about they always play them. I wasn't basing off the schedule they always played. I was basing it off them playing UAPB and what it was. And then you go from a Lane College, a D2 school, which your team is familiar with because they got plenty of them. You know what I'm saying? So you go from a D2 college to a number 2 ranked, a number 2 ranked class in FCS that plays in a harder division than you all. Make that make sense to me.
I'm saying, Scott, I'm not trying to make it make sense to you. I'm just trying to get your logic of going from like an F to like a B because they added whatever fucking people name is. Yeah. I mean, I get it. Tennessee State beat them in the comments. Tennessee State, like, and they're not really all that to be. They play them every year. It'd be back and forth wins, you know what I'm saying? But I get it, Scott. I'm just saying, I just feel like the jump and how you beat down other teams because they added one team, they go to a crazy schedule. So if they're B, what is Alcorn schedule?
That's an A.
So what they were like a B plus?
That's A. They got Tarleton, Tulane, and Stephen F. Austin. That's an A.
Okay, and it was number 3. So who you say had the second best schedule?
Valley. They got Austin P.
A plus?
No, just A. Just A. I just ranked them as A's. The A plus is A&M. Okay, the A plus. I'll go A. Okay, so I'll go A minus Alcorn, A. I'll go A minus Alcorn, A for Valley, and A plus for A&M. That's how I do it.
Okay, I got it. We need to come up with some type of ranking system, Doc, because it's like.
Well, you have y'all. Let me tell you yours, a D. How does that work for you? Let me tell you yours, a D.
It doesn't because I feel like all we did, you try to discredit LSU, but LSU what the fuck out everybody, all these other teams you naming. So I look at it like this: if you can add, if we can play the LSU game. It will be a harder game, or any just take LSU or any SC team that anybody play will be a harder game than those 2 games. And the team have to shake back because the team gonna be broken up and they're gonna be hurt for those 2 games. Like you said, a homecoming game was a bit easy game. Everybody said either homecoming game. And
everybody. So Campbell's an easy one.
So
everybody scheduled ones because then you get punished by PV last year when you scheduled them for homecoming. So everybody schedules a cupcake team. That's what you're saying.
I mean, that's 1 year. Man, he said punish. They better beat us. Come on,
Barely
man,
beat y'all. They demolished y'all. What are you talking about?
I'm going off of like just the replacing. So you saying like the LSU game is not a hard game? Like you just trying to act like, okay, we know we're gonna get whooped, but if we thinking about the plus side, because we had this conversation before. Remember how we was talking when Deion first said that he don't like playing the biggest schools because it's like there's no competition at all. And then we also had a debate that say like players like playing those games because they get the shine time and they get to see what it's like playing on the next level. So if we keep everything that we talked about, I'm talking about we gotta keep the same energy. You know what I'm saying? It's not about comparing schedules. I'm like the reason and why. You know what I'm saying? Like
you're trying to mix the narratives, right? Because the reason that your AD scheduled it is not because they want to see their players get shine. That's just a result of rescheduling the game. That was your premise. No. Your premise of scheduling LSU is a money game. That's point blank period. It has nothing to do about the players. Has zero to do about the players. If I'm being honest, your Roman Banks did not schedule that game to be like, you know what? I'm gonna give my players a really good look. No, that's not the case. They're doing it because LSU's probably gonna pay y'all $1 million to show up, get your head beat in, and then roll out. So, but once again, I've always from Jump Street, you told me it's about money. I respect it because it's about money. All right, cool. It's about money. All right. It is what it is.
Got it when you like going back to I give you the level of competition, mate. Like whatever the team is. Like, who they play with the team is? They scheduled for homecoming.
Campbell.
I understand what their name is. Campbell. It'll be better competition because they can stand a chance. They can score. I get it. I get you. Unless you're gonna be a straight wash, Campbell is gonna be some decent player if fucking Jackson State come to play. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But what I'm saying is like when you go to like rating these schedules, bro, it's still competition and it's still more competition. So basically, I'm saying for the 2 games that
LSU saved you.
Everybody else in Jackson State, the LSU game.
LSU saved you from getting an F. That's the only thing it did. It saved you from getting the F because we all know the game is not going to be competitive. You have no competitive advantage in that game. I would rather you have scheduled a North Dakota.
Else, you realize we have everybody else on the schedule to play. We have to see the same team.
I do not care. I do not. The SWAC games are irrelevant to me. You're going to play those games regardless. Oh, man, those are irrelevant to me. The games to me that
we talk about on the same level, though. We talk about on the same level.
That's why you have to go play. That's why you have to see. Y'all don't understand competition. That's why it is boggling for you because you don't understand y'all don't understand competition. You're okay with being SWAC. No, you're okay with being SWAC. Great. I'm not trying to discredit anything. I just don't care about conference games because those games you have to play. Smash. I don't give a damn. You have to play those games. There's no point to talking about them because you have to play them. It's not like you handpicked people in the SWAC that you play those games. You did a home, now you're going away. It just is what it is. So that's irrelevant. The games that you're able to pick and play people. Okay, we got 3 out of conference games. Let me pick this. Let me pick that. Let me go test myself over here. That's where the challenge comes into play.
Listen, got it, but at the same time, okay, let's say the Campbell game. You know what I'm saying? We watched fucking FAMU get their ass whooped out by Southeastern right there in our backyard. You know what I'm saying? Like those games, they still have to recover from those games. Like you be acting like, or not just you, everybody who agree with that. So you be acting like those games are just walk-in game, like the competitions do be close. Obviously, if fucking winning this, Southeastern got the ass whooped in their conference in the playoffs. Am I right or wrong?
And
so what I'm saying
you're making my point. You're making my point.
You play football, Scotty.
You're making my point, Smash. You don't even know it. That's why you need to play out of.
Like those games, you have to recover from. You play football, Scotty. Like the teams have to fucking recover from those games. Campbell, Jackson State's going to have to recover from a fucking Campbell, but you think got to recover worse. Jackson State from Campbell, that one game, a sudden from it might take them 2-3 weeks to recover from fucking LSU.
That's
game.
on you. So
what I'm saying,
I don't care. I do not care. That's on y'all for scheduling because you know it's a money. How are you going? How are you? Come on, Smash. That makes no sense, bro. You that makes no sense because you've called in early in the season and talk about because I said that don't make sense. Why y'all playing LSU? Oh well, the reason we're playing LSU, Scotty, is because it's a money game. You ain't say nothing
you
about
every year, Scotty, but at the
Okay.
same time, they have said you acting like just because like how you said that the exposure just happens because you play the money game. It's still competition. You act like there's not players on those teams who look at that as like
that's not the reason why you scheduled the game, bro. That's what you're not understanding, Smash. I want to say this very clearly before I let you go. That is not the reason why Roman Banks is scheduling the game.
Got it. We saying two different things. I get that. Listen, I get it, but at the same time, it comes along with it though. Just how you say the exposure come along with it, the competition come along. Listen, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just trying to say how you go from it's like you trying to shun one team from just because they added another bigger conference game. But this team has a super bigger fucking conference game than a bigger game than they have. That one game should count for two is what I'm saying when you balance up the schedule.
No, it doesn't when you got two D2 teams beside it. What sense does that make?
When the first J6 gives
you got a D2 team and then an NIAI team scheduled beside it. Are you freaking kidding me right now, bro? That's the weakest schedule I've ever seen in my life. The only thing saving you is LSU. That's the only thing saving you is LSU.
You're not getting what I'm saying, Scott. You just couldn't go on your narrative, bro. I get it. I get it.
I don't. What other time? Because you keep saying LSU counts for 2 games. It don't. It doesn't.
Guys, no, what I'm saying is a recovery time. Because what we said earlier when that first Jackson State schedule came out, we was like, the point that they was making, like, we ain't got to impress you. Because remember before, we ain't got to press y'all to add another team to make it worth something. They had all HBCUs on their schedule. We get you saying about the type of competition, but their end goal is the damn Celebration Bowl. So just because they didn't play, if they kept their first schedule they had, you still would have said their schedule was weak and it was an F. But since they added one school, I guess that's the point that we make. So they added a school on there. Now it pleases you. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I get it, bro. I get it, man. We just agree to disagree.
Okay, somebody asked a good question. I'm gonna let you go on this one. Somebody asked you a good question. What grade are you giving Southern's schedule?
I mean, fuck. I give it a C plus or B.
Man, boss.
Because
Smash.
I do agree. And to my point.
Go ahead, Smash. Go ahead.
To my point about the narrative, like back to my this is something that we had to talk about. Y'all, the same way we would give the same way a big school to look at a smaller school for scheduling them. You know what I'm saying? And it should go down. And we have to give exposure to the smaller schools as well. Scotty, like we sort of more to be a force to be reckoned with.
A C or a B?
You know what I'm saying?
With one D2 team and an NIAI team, a C or a B? That's what we talking about? Come on, Smash, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead and ponder on that and call back later. That don't make no sense. Hey, what's up, Rock? Talk to me.
All right, let me mute this right quick, bro. Stop this. Sorry about that, man.
My timing is usually better than that. Hey, man, these dudes out here tripping, bro. They Southern counting LSU as a game is like a prostitute counting one of her Johns as a real relationship. Yeah, that ain't the same thing. You know, that ain't. I mean, they literally going to LSU to get a bag. That's all that's about. That ain't about nothing else. There's no competitive value in there. It actually lowers the value of your own brand by having to go out there and get that check like that. It's just a bad look. And then your other two dates are Welvin and Beetlejuice. Come on now, that don't. What are you? You know, that's you don't have much of a schedule other than what you plan to swag. And if that's all you, again, I think you pointed out several times, Scotty, is that people really just want swag clout. But because of certain things that have happened recently in the swag wants to go out and then they want clout from outside the swag, not realizing you have to do things in order to get that clout. You don't get that clout because of 1 year or one hire or one recruit. You got to build that brand and that clout year after year, season after season. And that's not something that the SWAC has been concerned with historically. And that's what the fans have to admit now. Just because you in the national brand, just because there are more eyes on the SWAC, y'all are still doing what you've always done, and it's not impressive to anybody that's outside of SWAC. That's the reality. And all the excuse making and explaining and historical context, all that shit is good. But at the end of the day, it don't provide for good football when you go out there and play an NAI school in a Division II school, and you're supposed to be elite. And you try to be in the top, one of the top schools in FCS.
It don't make sense. Somebody said if Southern beats LSU, then what? It was a great win. That's a hell of a win, but it doesn't make your schedule great. Like one individual win does not make your schedule great. Like that's something Southern can hang their hat on forever. Yo, we beat LSU. That would be epic. But it doesn't make your schedule a great country club. Okay, man, miss me with that. You still.
It's not even. But really, for us to go to as if I hit the lottery today at 12 noon, I would be a millionaire. That's how likely is that to happen? I can't count on that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And neither can Southern as it relates to beating LSU. Y'all, odds are y'all not gonna. Matter of fact, here's the reality of it. Odds are it's not going to even be competitive. It's not going to even be competitive, and it's probably not going to be many Southern fans to attend the game, even though the game is going to be in Southern hometown. It's going to be about LSU having somebody to whoop up on. That's what the game is about. Mm-hmm. And y'all could have, if y'all really want that kind of competition, y'all could have scrimmaged them if y'all wanted to. Y'all in the same city as them. Y'all didn't have to invite 80,000 fans to come watch y'all get beat up by LSU. I just don't, one of my problems is like the money game just completely devalues the entire brand of HBCU football. When if Alabama loses or if Tennessee loses or Kentucky loses, it's just those school loses. But when an HBCU school goes out and loses to somebody or gets beat down, it's representing the HBCUs as a whole. You understand? And that's what I don't like about it. Because then the SWAC gets put in the group, the Prairie View gets put in the group. It just doesn't look good for the SWAC. And I wish they would just stop doing it until they can honestly say they're going to go into these games and be competitive.
Facts.
Because it doesn't serve them any well. It doesn't serve them well at all.
No problem. Hey, Rock. Appreciate the call as always, my boy.
All right, brother. All right. Later.
Hey, what's up, Blue? Talk to me.
What's good, man? What's good? Okay, so we'll get to Campbell in a second because that's why I called in. I saw that we were talking about Campbell, but for the whole schedule grading thing, it's not I get what you're saying by the LSU game saved Southern, and it did, but when you look at it from a holistic point of view, one, you got two money games where neither of those D2 teams or NIA, whatever teams they are, they're coming in and they're not even expecting to be competitive either, just like you aren't at LSU. So you already got 3 games on your schedule, Scotty, where I have a 99% chance to just say those 2 games are going to be W's and you're going to get skull drugged by LSU. And I'm probably going to be right. The speech before the game, I don't even think Dooley is going to be like, guys, we go out there and play our best game, we're going to have to win. It's we're going to have to hope LSU doesn't try. Or the whole starting 22 doesn't play. It's not going to be you don't get any credit for scheduling a team that you already pretty much know the outcome. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense. Mm-hmm. I mean, you are literally only playing them for a check. That's it. I mean, that is all you're doing. You're going to collect, I don't know, what are they paying them? Probably $400,000 or $500,000?
Yeah, something like that.
To come up the street. So, I mean, it's not a good game. And the reason that Jackson gets more credit for playing Campbell, and no one's saying that Campbell's a better team than LSU, because guess what? LSU is skull dragged them by just the same amount. But it's going to be competitive. You're playing teams on your level. You're playing teams that's going to prove in the ultimate picture where, let's say Southern's in the same position as Sam this year, where they got 1 loss and now they can get into the playoffs. That LSU game ain't going to help you.
Not even a little bit.
But if you went out and scheduled a McNeese, if you went out and played a Stephen F. Austin, if you went out and played a Campbell, a Jacksonville State, I mean, and I see the comment, Campbell's not playing for a check. Campbell's on the same level as Jackson State. That's not a money game for Campbell. That's a legit game that's going to help Campbell if they win the Big South, get in the playoffs. That's an FCS game. And, you know, for Campbell, too, I know a lot of people don't know, you know, who Campbell is, but, you know, they had a little bit of turnover this year, but they got Pat White as the QB coach. That was somebody that everyone in the comments was saying that Alabama State should have hired in the first place to come be their coach. And so they got great offensive minds. They just hired their OC from the inside. But really and truly, man, their defense, like we were talking about last night, is on a whole nother level. I mean, they got the Big South Defensive Player of the Year. They got that freshman linebacker who was a freshman All-American in C.J. Tillman. And, you know, I know CFL was talking last night. Well, one of the wide receivers actually played with CFL and is a stud. And I think their top receiver entered the transfer portal, but they're going to air it out. And they averaged almost 300 yards per game last year through the air. And they lost their starting quarterback probably around October. And dude, their backup came in and really hasn't played that much. And he threw 7 touchdowns and 1 pick over the last few weeks and really led them into some tough games because they had the unfortunate, I guess, happening of having to play James Madison in November with a backup quarterback on the road and so I mean, man, listen, James Madison was a different animal last year, so they had a tough schedule. And then your first game, you got to play Malik Willis.
Hey, he's
Liberty.
That boy bad.
I mean,
that boy bad.
Yeah, brutal. And then Kennesaw was what they were last year, but then their other losses, man. I mean, they had a 1-point overtime loss, a 3-point overtime loss, and then a 7-point loss to a pretty good Big South team. I just, for them, I feel like last year they were very young. Some of those freshman guys, if they turn out, are going to get a lot of playing time. But last year they were really young, man. It's just up to Mike Minter to get the on-the-field wins. But this recruiting class was historic for them, to say the least. I mean, they had 15 high school players that were 3 stars and above or something like that. And so I think they're going to be a lot better. I would still lean toward JSU right now if I had to pick somebody right this second, just because coming to the Vet on homecoming, man, I mean, you know what that crowd's going to be like for a homecoming game.
Yeah, it's going to be stupid.
Where they're not playing a D2 school. Because if Campbell comes in there and they're, 6-1, 7-0, or even a 5-2, that
crazy.
crowd is going to be just berserk. And so I think right now I would lean toward JSU, but I do think that, if you don't know who Campbell is, you look in their records, you can think it's a walk in the park. But I think Campbell this year is going to be a lot better. And with a lot of the good teams in the Big South moving conferences, I think Campbell could be a sleeper pick for that conference title.
That's what's up. Hey, so Blue, let me Smash wanted me to ask you a question. If they would have scheduled McNeese instead of one of the teams that they have, what grade would you have given them?
I mean, so you would have McNeese, LSU, and then the conference schedule.
Yeah, let's give them a cupcake team for homecoming.
Probably a C+, right around there. Maybe a B- if McNeese ended up being pretty good this year.
Yeah.
But I'd probably say a C+ for that, because you would have your money game, which I don't like them, but I understand you need the money games to pay the bills, and that's fine with me. But I wouldn't expect it to be competitive. You would have your FCS game, which could kind of show you where you stand in your FCS ranks, and then you're helping out a smaller HBCU for homecoming or whatever, and that's cool with me. And you got your conference schedule, so I'd probably say a C+ or so.
All right, so they said if you take off LSU and add McNeese, what do you leave it at? I still have it as a D. I'm sorry. If you take LSU off, because now there's no money game, so you just playing McNeese just to play them. You got 2. I'm giving it a D. I'm sorry.
Listen, and I think that's what KP and Smash are missing. LSU isn't the problem. It's the 2 D2 teams that are the problem. I don't understand. Where's the mental disconnect there? Playing LSU isn't a problem. The 2 D2 teams are my problem. You can go play your money game. That's fine. But you still want to play 2 D2 teams? Like, that's the problem. Like, LSU is not my concern. Like, that's cool. Go get your money and get your 50-point beat down. But, like, and that's what I said. I think it was on the recruiting special or something. You get one or the other. You can't schedule 2 D2 teams. You get one. So you need to pick your Virginia Lynchburg or your create a team that you have. Like, I don't even know. Like, dude, I know a lot of teams. That one logo, I didn't even know who it was. I was like, is that just like a placeholder? Did they forget to put like the list? They could have just put like insert your logo here, and it would have been like a better like indicator of who they're playing. I mean, come on, man. Like, 2 D2 teams on the schedule is ridiculous. I'm sorry. And especially, here's my thing, man. If Valley scheduled 2 D2 teams, that's fine. It's Valley. I get it. You know, you got to do your thing. But you're supposed to be Southern. I thought Southern was supposed to be one of the faces of the SWAC. And so if you want to be the face of the SWAC and you want to be one of the big dogs in the SWAC, go prove it. Because you aren't proving nothing beating up on 2 D2 teams.
Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Man, you stupid, Blue. I be trying to tell people you funny. People don't be believe me. I be like, yo, Blue be having me rolling. You be having me rolling.
And listen, man, I would keep the same energy. And listen, I'm going to be honest with you, and I know you might not agree with me. I don't think FAMU schedule is very good.
I don't like it. I don't think it's bad. I think it's like a C. I think it's like a C minus, a C, because the North Chapel game is like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know who they have.
Yeah, that's a 60-point.
Yeah, that's a drub. And then they got, I think, who they have for the other out of conference game?
South Carolina State, I believe.
Yeah, I mean that's okay. That's whatever. You know, like, it's, to me, like, when you play, like, I know people are gonna say like I'm contradicting myself. I like North Carolina. If you schedule a North Carolina A&T, I like that because A&T is not scared. They're not scared. And to a certain extent, South Carolina State isn't a bad matchup, so that's why it's still a C for me. But I still want them to go out, reschedule Southeast Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? Like, go do that game again. Go do an Incarnate Word. Go get you know what I'm saying? Go get one of those teams, man. Like, go get a Nichols or whatever, or some Florida team. And I don't know, man. Just go get somebody, man. That's
like,
my thing.
I wasn't impressed with FAMU's schedule. I'm not impressed with Southern's schedule. You know, Bethune is what it is. But I mean, I really like what Alcorn did. PV does it big, man. I want to say that, man. Any PV people in the chat, man, that school is not afraid of anybody. That school every single year schedules 3 FCS teams or a lower tier FBS team. I mean, PV's going out there and playing Incarnate Word again.
Mm-hmm.
I know they won't have Cameron Ward this year, but I think they're still going to be pretty good. And then Alcorn's going to play a playoff team that literally came one play away from going to the second round and getting to face Sam Houston over Cameron Ward and Incarnate Word last year. And they return a lot of good players. Xavier Gibson was in the Walter Payton Award race, and they got a lot of talent. So for me, it's not the LSU game that's the problem, and it's the D2 teams, because I just don't think that that proves anything, in my opinion. I get it, you can have one, but I just think 2 D2 teams is a problem.
Hey, always, Blue.
Hey,
no problem, bro.
And I can't imagine if Jackson State scheduled 2 D2 teams, man. I couldn't imagine.
Man, especially if they're supposed to be where they, you know, this top talented team. Oh man, it'll be hell. I wouldn't, man. Boy, oh boy. Hey, but appreciate the call, Blue, as always.
I'm telling you, man. Later.
All right, man. That's my boy Blue. My boy Blue. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
What's up, man?
What's good? What's your name? Where you call from?
Christian, calling from Baton Rouge.
Talk to me.
Hey, man, I'm from Baton Rouge. I'll tell you firsthand, Southern fans are delusional. And the first thing with it is they ain't won a championship since 2013, so they don't know what winning feel like in a long time. The schedule that they got is literally for the city of Baton Rouge. Just money going around the city. That's all it's for. They're not going to compete at all. It's not going to be a measuring stick to see how good their team is. It's just a money game. they could have scheduled a team like ULM, UL, a lower tier FBS team to see how good their team actually is. But I think since they haven't won in so long, they just really want the flashy record. Like, oh, okay, our record good going in the SWAC play. But Jackson State learned last year just running through SWAC play not enough. That's why I feel like they added Tennessee State and Campbell this year, because that's going to be a measuring stick for them, because running through the SWAC wasn't enough when they got to the Celebration Bowl and met South Carolina State.
Well, I gotta push back on you just a tad, right? Because they all if it wasn't for them, they always schedule Tennessee State. You know, it's a Southern Heritage Classic, so that's not really anything new. But I get what you're saying, but it wasn't anything new. So, but go ahead.
Yeah. Pretty much what I'm just saying is, Dion know that I need to see what my team is like against some competition during the season. If I know that we're going to win it all in the Celebration Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Southern, on the other hand, does not realize that we need to have some competition and see what type of team we have if we feel like we're going to go through SWAC play and make it to the Celebration Bowl.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, because the only school to win was Grambling, and even when they won, they played Virginia Lynchburg, that was a bad game. But they played Arizona, a low FBS school, and they competed. So that game, even though they didn't win, they was able to say, okay, we pretty much got something. I know what type of team we have. No game on their schedule in the first against the D2 schools or LSU. Southern gonna really know what type of team they have.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so I just don't see, like, the LSU game, they don't even get a grade for it, I feel like, because you're not competing in that game. You don't get to see what your team like. So I don't know why Southern fans act like they get a boost for LSU being on the schedule. Like, it's just not real. It's a horrible schedule. It's definitely a D.
Hey, man, I appreciate the call as always, bro. Thank you so much.
All right, man.
All right, man.
Guys, so the likes are looking a little low. So here's your commercial break. And what's today? Happy Wednesday. Yeah. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Also, for our newcomers, Script is taken. He's off the market. Okay, so I know Sable, he thought you were quite sexy. He likes your voice, so we appreciate that.
I hope that was a she.
No, I believe Sable was a he.
Oh, no, my gosh.
Yeah, so yeah, it's okay. Diversify.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's all right. We do not discriminate on OFFScript supporters. His male parts discriminate, and they are only compatible with me at the moment. Okay, so it's the one and only Miss Script. Mark, I saw you co-signing. I don't know if you were joking or not. Let me give you this warning. Okay. You'll be blocked. You'll be blocked the same manner that Ty blocked your shot when you tried to attempt. So with that being said, don't be disrespectful. You've been here long enough. You know exactly who I am. Don't make me come up off my chair. I will take over this show and y'all will see another side of me, okay? Don't play with it. All right? I pray, but I also throw hands. It's called balance, all right? So try Jesus. Do not try me, okay? I'm not the 1, the 2, or the 3. All right, with that being said, go ahead and get those likes up. You guys have an amazing Wednesday and do something special for somebody that you love, all right?
Yows. Thanks, babe. Man, hey, Mark, listen, man. Listen. I know we doing a lot of this virtual stuff, but just go ahead and wipe that egg off your face, my boy. Just go ahead. Listen, man. Just go ahead and wipe that egg off your face. Just go ahead and take that. Listen, man. Just take that. All right. Just go ahead and take that, bro. It's okay, man. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Yo.
What's good? Talk to me. You live.
Man, what's going on, man? It's Urban. What's going on, bro?
Nothing, chilling.
I feel like the SWAC is in that NCAA creator schedule mode. You know, back in the games, like they create a schedule, you see that generated schedule, you don't like it, so you take it out and you add one. And I think what's going on is that everybody's so used to playing one another and not seeing real outside competition that they're watering themselves down to just this level of expectation that, okay, we just play each other and that's enough. But in reality, it's not enough. If you go and do a side-by-side comparison of the top FCS conferences and how they stack up against each other in the whole FBS scheduling, you'll see that they use us as their filibuster, you know, the fill-in team. Okay, well, we can't find nobody. Okay, well, let's just get an HBCU team just to help us out, and it doesn't hurt us. And we, as fans, do not understand that it hurts us that much. Like, there's no way it's supposed to get that level of respect, that level of competitiveness, and the level of honor to put us in that spotlight. Like, for example, you look at North Dakota State, Villanova, Montana State, they completely play each other year in and year out. That's why they always in the playoffs, because they always got that level of competition. And that's what's hurting us to the most part, to where it's like the intercollegiate, like an inner circle. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you playing somebody in a basketball court and you always picking the same guys and, oh, we whooping y'all every day, but when you go on the other side of the city and you play a better team and you get your ass whooped, now you coming back looking at each other, want to fight. Like, well, you didn't pass the ball. Well, you shoot too much. You know what I'm saying? So,
You shoot too
like,
much.
we just got to do a better chance of creating competition amongst FCS so we can, man, we looking bad out here, man. We looking bad. And that money ain't helping us. I mean, it's helping us as far as inner programs, but it ain't helping as far as competition, man.
That's fair. That's fair. Hey, man, that's Irvin. You speak some facts, bro. But you said they do it. You said they got an all bad, a Madden schedule, bro. Like, come on, bro. You can't do them like that, though.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I was looking. I mean, if you look at, if you take these schedules and put them side by side, and then you go take, let's say, North Dakota State, Villanova, James Madison, Southeast Louisiana. You take their schedules and look them side by side, and you see the research. You can tell that every year that competition makes each other in their conferences better, always. But then you go down and look at, like, the MEAC, not CIA, so MEAC and HBCU, we're playing each other, but our competition is not hard. It's just mediocre. Then we go like what FAMU did this year. We went out there and say, hey, we want in.
Yeah.
Then we went and played Southeast Louisiana and got our ass smashed out. And then same thing, JSU. They playing us. They playing the rest of the SWAC. And then South Carolina State was like, hey, look, well, besides coaching, we played outside competition, so we know how to grind and get to a state of level in which we gonna whoop your ass. We gonna whoop your ass good, and we see what the effect was. So I think that NCAA creative schedule programming they use, they need to burn it and put it in the dumpster fire, man, because it's killing us out here.
No problem. Hey,
but that's all I wanted to say, bro.
Hey, no problem, Irvin. Appreciate you.
All right.
Send that to me. Yeah, send that to me. Send it to me first. Hey, hold on. We got some breaking news. We got some breaking news real quick. Let me see. Give me some time, guys. I gotta put this together real quick. Okay, here we go. Go ahead, babe. No, I got you. I got you.
Oh, okay, great. So good evening, Mario. Listen, joke or not, I just wanted to go ahead and make my stance clear. Here's the thing. Whether you meant it disrespectfully or not, I wanted to make sure that we had an understanding. It's called not being and make either one of us look that way. But what we're not going to do today is come on here and shift the focus. I addressed it because you wanted to say something. So don't bring any kind of energy that you cannot take back. All right. If you didn't want any attention, you would have never addressed me. You would have left it all for Sable to say whatever Sable had to say. With that being said, you come on my man's platform and watch his channel as often as you like. Whether you decide to say something or not, there's something on this channel that keeps you coming back. And so with that being said, you're the one who looks like an idiot. Okay, I'm really like the last person to tell him to get rid of somebody, stop saying don't follow the views or whatever. But listen, for you can do me and you a big, huge favor. I mean, it would be like the Christmas gift of the first quarter of 2022. And get the hell up off this channel. You can just help yourself and go. Don't slide in my DMs. They weren't open to you. I didn't invite you there. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Go find some business to tend to instead of sitting up on his platform. Go find you some business. Stay out of my inbox. Leave this business here alone since it's not what you want. And you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. You know, you've seen me on this channel long enough. You know I don't go back and forth with nobody on this channel. It's very rare. So you can take it however you want to take it. You're whack as fuck. That's how I feel. I'll match you with whatever energy you want to go there with. Now, I do have a 1 o'clock call, so hurry up and make it quick because I got business to tend to.
He got it. I got you. We good. I love you. All right. So let me explain something to y'all, right? Like there's no disrespect that needs to happen to my girl. And I usually, if I'm being 100 with y'all, I don't ever really put out messages that's sent to me because I get some stuff that is really sent to me, like, you know, people, you know, threatening me, all type of stuff. I don't put that stuff out because whatever. Mark, let me say this, bro. If you was a real man off the jump, you would have called in off the rip. You would have never messaged my girl to say what you had to say. That was weak. I have a live call-in show. You should have called in off rip. Once she addressed you, you should have called in. There's no need for you to reach out to her on Messenger and then talk about, oh, I gotta, let me call in. I got something to say. You should have been called your ass in. So I'm not answering your call because it's nothing you can say that you should have had to reach out to my girl on the DM. So what we talking about? So take that shit somewhere else and mind your business. All right. Too easy. Hey, caller, you allowed to talk to me.
What's going on, my brother? Let me reset the table real quick. Can we stop the narrative that Jackson State is different than any other SWAC school? Because they haven't proven themselves to be different than any other SWAC school. And I'm including my school in that when I say we're all in the same boat. Until we prove that we can be successful outside of the SWAC, we're all in the same boat.
That's fair. You know, you ain't saying nothing but a word. You right.
We haven't done anything different. You know, JSU had a great season for a SWAC school. FAM had a great season for a SWAC school. You know, I want to see us as a conference do better outside the conference. I am not, you know what I'm saying? We talked about this. I'm not jumping up and down about FAM's schedule. It's an average, not really doing anything special scheduled.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we picked the FBS school that we can't beat. USF was a school that if they slipped, we could actually, have beaten them if they would have slipped. They didn't slip.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get off of we're this, we're that. Nah, because we get our asses handed to us when we leave outside of our conference. And I want to address a comment that somebody made in the room. Yes, Florida boys, when we hit the cold weather, our hands hurt, our knees hurt, our feet hurt. We don't deal with that stuff, man. Okay? Y'all can get over that. It takes us a year to wrap our heads around cold weather. Okay? It's not one, it's not two. It's like 90% of Florida boys, you stick them in the snow for the first time in their life. That 4-4 looks like a 6-2. And their hands turn to concrete bricks. I mean, it is what it is. Look at the NFL. It happens in NFL, it happens in college. You see very few freshman Florida boys in college go up north and have great freshman seasons.
So this is my thing, right? So
go for it.
I think what people fail to realize is they see the stats that Laxton State puts up and that they're topping this in FCS and topping that in FCS, but they don't realize that you're not playing anybody in outside FCS. Like, you're not playing any top teams. Like, nobody that you played other than FAM was ranked. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? So you're not playing ranked teams, and you think that because you're SWAC great, you're FCS great. That doesn't translate. That's not transitive. It doesn't work that way. You have to prove you're that good by going out and beating people that are that good. That's my thing. So why shouldn't you schedule a Campbell? Why shouldn't you schedule a Kennesaw State? Why shouldn't you schedule a Southeast Louisiana? Why shouldn't you schedule an Incarnate? Why aren't you scheduling these teams? That's the factor, that if you feel you're so great, why are you not scheduling these out-of-conference opponents? We know what you're going to play in the SWAC. We know that. We know you're going to be SWAC good or SWAC great, whatever you want to call. That's great because you haven't been used to winning. So I get it. You just happy you winning in your conference. I get it. But if you're you're that great as a team, that's like, well, that's a benefit to Alabama because they're in that, they're in the SEC, the top conference. So whoever they play is considered good competition because they're in the top conference. But that's like, that's like a team like Alabama never wanting to go play in Ohio State or never wanting to go play. Like, you like, bro, like, or they were in the playoffs and like, yo, we don't want to play them now. If they're not an SEC school, you're like, bro, like, come on, man, you can't do that. So that's my issue. Like, I don't have a problem with you guys not wanting to be in the playoffs. I get it. It don't make money. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. But you can still get good competition, or you can still see where you're at by scheduling 2 FCS teams that are competitive and be like, yo, let's see what we got. But, it is what it is.
I'm with you. And just so Tallahassee gets cold for 1 month, y'all. Let's be 100. I lived in Tallahassee for a very long time. February is cold. We get a little snap in December, a little snap in January. February is cold. And that ain't football season. Matter of fact, when I was in school, we used to schedule games at 1 and 2 o'clock on purpose because we were playing teams from Maryland and Delaware and Northern Virginia and put them out there in that 95-degree Florida humidity. And by the second half of the game, they cramping up and falling out in the game. Weather is a real advantage. So, yeah. But, yeah, on the schedule thing, man, we just have to do better as a conference and not just do better, win.
Facts. Hey, appreciate the call as always, Bobby.
And no pressure.
Amen. All right, and once again, let me go back to Rhonda, okay? Rhonda, okay? It's not about Loxton State. It's about Deion Sanders, Rhonda, okay? So miss me with that, Rhonda. And also, no team can match that in the. See, I love that that's a great caveat, Yoke. That's a great caveat in the SWAC, man, because y'all want to be SWAC great. I get it. I'm with you, baby. You said in the SWAC can compete with y'all. In the SWAC, though, because clearly when you stepped outside in that MEAC, got your ass whooped. That's all I'm saying. So I get it though. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
She was walking down it with a rat sitting there. That's a guy, not a girl.
Hey, caller, you live? Talk to me. Hey, caller, you live? Talk to me.
It's a big rat. Is this in New York or in like another country?
Hey, caller, you live? Talk to me.
Yo, what's good? How you doing, Scotty?
What's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Lionel calling out of Houston, Texas, man. First, just want to say appreciate your show, man, and everything you've been doing. I done shared the channel with, man, so many people. So just appreciate everything you're doing for HBCUs. I just want to say I had two comments. The first thing I was going to say is, man, if no matter y'all affiliations and all that stuff, at the end of the day, if when Campbell coming to Jackson, you ain't pulling for Jackson. If you ain't hoping Austin Peay lead back to the OVC with 2 losses, you tripping. Because that's the whole point of all this, even we talking about with the schedule.
That's real. That's real.
To get everything with the SWAC moved up in the first place. Like, we want our teams to be, we want our whole conference to be on another level, right? And so, first of all, we got to schedule better. And then the second thing is, it's not just about the schedule, it's about like going up against good competition, going against out-of-conference opponents and winning those games. So I don't care who I want PV to win the West. I want PV to take home the SWAC title. But at the end of the day, bruh, I want Alabama and them to kill Austin Peay. That's just what it is, right? So that's the first thing I want to say, right? Like, we got to support, you know what I'm saying, HBCUs when they are in these out-of-conference games, right? The other thing I want to say is, personally, I love Alcorn's schedule. I love A&M's schedule. I really feel PV has a great we're talking about out-of-conference now. I really like TV's out-of-conference schedule better than Valley's. You know what I'm saying? So if we're not bringing in because conference, you get what you get. You know what I'm saying? But with the out-of-conference games, and Blue, you know, Kane, I appreciate you looking out for us. You know what I'm saying? We've been consistent of scheduling out-of-conference, you know, for years now, right? And this year is no different, right? So, you know what I mean? We're going to the Southland, you know what I'm saying? And we're going out there with Lamar and bringing in Abilene as well. So we're always scheduling out of conference, you know what I mean? Valley got Delta State coming through. So I really feel like our out of conference schedule this year is better than Valley, in my personal opinion. But, you know, I would love to hear what your thoughts is about that, about TV schedule too as well. But anyway, that's really what I have to say, man. Appreciate you for everything you're doing.
No problem, man. Appreciate it for the call. And were you talking about rats?
Yeah, man. My wife had just sent me this video of this doggone rat jumping on this person on the elevator. I'm like, what the heck is this going on? So I didn't know I was I didn't know I was on the show when you clicked over. So
all right, no problem, man. All right, appreciate the call.
All right, man.
All right. I'm gonna pull up PV schedule in a little bit. Hey, caller, you live? Talk to me. Hey, caller, you live? Talk to me. Five, 4, 9, 3. You live? Talk to me. All righty. All teams still look down on to some. All teams still get looked down on to somebody. Oh my God, man! Come on, Smash, man. You be having these weird, man. I don't know, bro. It's just. Oh my gosh, you make stuff so depressing. I'm like, oh, everybody has someone to look down to. It sounds so depressing. Don't be so depressed, bro. Let me see. I think he has the schedule. Let me see. Valley schedule. All right, so they got Tarleton, Austin Peay, and Delta State. And PV has, let me bring this up for y'all real quick. StreamYard, share, screen share, boom, window, done. Let me see real quick. What happened? Oh, it's desktop. All right, let me see real quick. Let me bring this up. I'm about to bring up this PV schedule real quick. Hold on, let me take this caller. Hey, caller, you live? Talk to me.
Script.
Who this?
It's Mark.
What's up, Mark? Talk to me.
All right, man. But I don't look. Check this out, man. I don't even know why all this heat coming towards me. Okay. First of all, I just want to introduce myself. I'm Mark. If y'all don't really know me, I'm the one that so-called shot at time. Basically.
Okay.
What I just wanted to say was, what I wanted to say was, is there was no disrespect between you and your girl. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. Honestly, I watch the show all the time. You probably know who I am because I text you on Instagram all the time, all right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm always, shooting ideas to you, this and that about the show. You know what I'm saying? So what I had, and I've been watching your show since you started, everything about this, the SWAC, everything. But basically, and I know the situation with you and your girl. What I said when what's her name was saying that you look like issues or whatever. You look, basically, she was complimenting you, this and that. And I went and said, look, real joke about, with the love, our connection and stuff, just whatever. Then your girl comes on and says she has to say. And, what made me mad was that I couldn't say anything back. And you or whoever put me in timeout. So you knew I was going to say something back. Because I always say something, wherever some shots thrown at me. And I feel like if you want those shots at me, you should be able to take the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't even no disrespect between me and y'all.
All right, so let me tell you this. So let me say this. Hold on, Mark. Hold on. Let me say this. This is where you messed up for me, right? Because I don't see the comments as heavy as my girl does because she watches the show, while I'm doing it. I can't really keep up with all the comments and stuff like that. So because I'm pulling stuff up or whatever. If she says that you disrespected her and she don't even get out of character like that, that's how I know you said something. I don't care what you might have thought it was, but you said something that got on her skin because she don't move like that, right? So that's the part. That's the part that's one. That's one. And then two, to reach out in her DMs when you could call into the show, I lost all respect for that.
I called in. Hold on, check this out. Because you got multiple people calling in on the show. I don't know if you still doing the members calling in first thing, but it was a good wait. And plus, I was in class. I go to school at home, so I was in class. So I really couldn't call in at that time. But as I did call in. You were saying that I couldn't call in this and that. So it was kind of, what I'm saying, like, dang, I really want to say what I got to say, but you wouldn't let me speak my mind.
I never when she first that's not true because when she first got on here and said what she said, I didn't say anything. The second time she came back up here because she brought her phone to me, she showed me what you said, and I thought that was weak. Now, if you would have hit her up and said, "Hey, I'm trying to call in to explain myself," I would have let you. It's a way you go about doing certain things, and this is what you're going to learn, right? There's a way you go about. If you're like, "Oh, I'm not getting my point across," if you hit her in the DM and say, "Yo, I apologize," or "Let me call in and say what I gotta say," you know what I'm saying? Then that's a respectable way to come in at it. I bring you on a call. You guys can have a discussion and you can squash it like that. But for you to say what you said in the DM and then think I'm supposed to rock with you when that's my girl, you bugging. So yeah, of course I'm gonna block you.
Apparently you didn't read. Hold on. Apparently you didn't read the whole everything I had to say because I said in the DM there was no disrespect to her and you because I know what y'all got going on and I know how you are about your woman. All right. I'm pretty sure every man knew about their woman. Anybody, saying something. But she had to say something to me, saying? When she came on the show talking about the life. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling in class, doing what I'm listening to your show, AirPods in. Then I hear my name, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. I remember she said something about, in the comments, she said something about, about what I had said jokingly to about the love zone and all this and that. Because Gabriel or whoever was, you know, she was saying you look nice in that. So I had commented on that. And she said something to me in the chat. I was like, okay, cool, you know what I'm saying? But then she came back on the live and said this, you know, basically targeting me almost, I felt like. So I was like, okay, what's going on here? So I was like you said, you didn't really check your the chat, but I was actually saying, like, okay, I'm finna call in, this and that. And then that was before when I had went to her DM, basically trying to be like, okay, what's this? Why you coming at me? You know what I'm saying? I never come at shoot and, you know, say anything disrespectful to y'all. But you know what
all
I'm
right,
saying?
so this is what we'll do. You got my Instagram. We'll handle it offline. All right. So after I get off the show, we'll handle it offline.
All right.
All right. Peace. Hey, it's just that simple. I'm not about to waste my show on that. I'll handle it offline. But he should just apologize and hang up. Get to the caller. This being super drawn out. Scotty, he's saying check your Zip, bro. Let me explain something to y'all. Let me explain. There's one thing. I love the banter, right? I absolutely love the banter. If anybody knows me knows I love the banter, right? But there's just certain things that you do not cross the line on my show. All right. You do not disrespect the women in my chat. KJ, Mary, who else? Dr. Lori, Angie Body. Like, you don't disrespect the women in my chat. Paris, you don't do that, right? And you damn sure do not disrespect my girl on my platform. You bugging. Now, you can say whatever you want to say to me. I can go back and forth with you. I ain't got no issues. I put myself out there like that, so I have no issues. But please be very clear. Please be very clear, right? I will block you in a heartbeat and won't have shit. I don't care about this. All right. I do not care. I don't care if you're a member. I don't care if you hit me up on Instagram too. I don't give a damn. I give no shit. If it's one of you, I will replace you with 5 of you. It's just that simple for me. All right. God didn't bring me this far to let one person stop what I got going. And I keep trying to tell y'all, if y'all trying to cancel me, keep trying. Keep trying. All right. I'm waiting for me to be canceled. Oh, it's got to be okay. Keep trying. All right. I love it. So if you bring the smoke to me, I don't have no issues. I have no issues whatsoever. But you bring the smoke to any woman on my platform or especially my girl, you're going to get blocked and don't see it coming. Don't hit me in my Instagram. Don't hit me in my Twitter. Don't tell me how much you love the show. I don't give a damn. You're not coming back. It's just that simple. You're not coming back. So me, all's fair. All right. I mean, I even let people who threaten my life come back on the channel for real. And that's word to my mother. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But just make sure you keep that same energy. But don't disrespect don't disrespect no ladies on my channel, and don't disrespect my girl, especially my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Nah, we don't play that. Shout out to Central State. Shout out to my boy. Who sent me this? One of my old members. I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while. But shout out to one of my old members. Sent me this shirt. All right. So yeah. So the rest of y'all can miss me with it. So is what it is. But let me bring up this. Did I bring up the PV schedule? I did not. My bad. Okay, so let me bring up this PV schedule real quick, and we're gonna get up out of here, guys. Apologies. All right, this is the PV schedule. Got Lamar, got Abilene, got Incarnate Word, and so at Lamar, at Abilene, and Incarnate Word comes the PV. This isn't bad. I cannot tell a lie. This isn't bad. I like Valleys just a little bit more, okay, with the Tarleton and the Austin P, okay? I know Delta State is a D2, but from what Laxton State fans said, that's a top D2 school, man. That's a top D2 school, man. Yeah, they hard. They played us real hard. They a top 2 team, Scotty. Don't disrespect. So if they a top D2 team, they ain't Florida Memorial. All right. They ain't Florida Memorial. So I just preferably, I like Valley. I like Valley. All right. I like Valley. That's just me. So, and that state, is that State Fair? Oh, shoot. That State Fair. Let me see this Laxton State schedule again. Oh, I might not be able to make it. Darn it. Hold on. Let me see. Because I wanted to go to the State Fair Classic. I thought it was oh, man. That's tough. Tamona's an iffy one, right? Because Tamona gets real disrespectful. Like, she can get real disrespectful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Tamona's the type of girl that, you know, she'll punch a man and then be like, oh, he crazy. Look what he did to me. Look, you like, bro, but you was like beating this man up. You was like really whooping this man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, Tamona's the type of chick, like she'll like mush you in your face. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, she'll do all this. You ain't gonna do shit. Right? And then when you be like, hey man, you know what? You be like, oh my God, call the police. Like that's Tamona. That's Tamona. You know, like she, you know, that's Tamona. That's real talk. That's how she is. Because she called into the show, and I mean, she cussed me out like a sailor. Oh, you don't motherfucking know what you talk about. Motherfucking Andrew, nobody. Oh, you stupid. Oh, shit, you don't know shit, Scotty. Fuck that. I mean, all this and that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and then I said one line, and I'm the worst thing in the world. I said one line, and I'm the worst person in the world. Make that make sense to me. And the funny thing is, Tamona got a name because of my channel. Everybody knows about Tamona because of me. They don't know Tamona because of CFL. They don't know Tamona because of Blue Bloods. They don't know Tamona because of 1400 Tiger Talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know Tamona because she would call into the show and she would rep her school. She would give me pushback, which I have no problem with. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? But you can't come off as all this big and bad and I'm going to do this and say this and do whatever. And then I respond and, oh my God, he don't respect women. Like, bro, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my issue, but nobody ever wants to hold her accountable. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Scotty, that man, you know, like on Friday, that's a female, man. That's a female. You're like, bro, but like, man, like, really, bro? Really? So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, all right, man. All right. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Man. You know, and listen, if Tamona ever called back in for the regular season, she is more than welcome to call in. When I see that Tamona name, I'll be like, oh, here we go. I'm about to get work. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got no issues with it. It's just, you got to be able to take what you dish out. And she can't. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what Texas Southern look like. I don't know what their schedule look like, but man, that's gonna be I really want to go to the state. I might have to skip the Orange Blossom Classic, and because I really wanted to go to the State Fair Classic, and I want to take my kids to that game. So I might have to miss the Orange Blossom Classic, and I got tickets too. So dang it. I really wanted to go. So yeah, man. Yeah, man, that fair, man. We got feelings too, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, if men show feelings, we all, oh my God, you know, you're so soft, you're a beta male. But then women say, oh my God, you don't express enough for me. You're not expressive. And then when you are expressive, you're not a real man. You're not a real man because you don't know how to hold your emotions. Like, oh my God, bro. There is no winning for losing, bro. There's no winning for losing. What's Scotty for real? Yeah, man. I really wanted to go to the State Fair Classic because I wanted to take my kids to the game to see Andrew Buddy. If I was big balling, what I would do is I would fly into Houston or fly into Dallas, watch the game, fly out of Dallas, go to Miami. That's big balling, babe. Oh, she on the call. That's what I need. That's big balling. Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull that off. I'm gonna try to pull that off. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can pull that off. That's big money. Yeah. I'll see if I can. I'll see if I can pull that off. Real talk. I'm thinking about doing. No, I want to go here. Come on, Miss Buddy. Oh shoot. See, I ain't got smash money. I ain't got 5 million views. About to have 100K subscribers. I don't have. I don't got that kind of smash. Time. I don't got that kind of money. All right. So, but shout out to you, Smash, man. Shout out to you. Nah, just give me the give you the ticket. Hell nah. You said it right, Travis Kelce. Say it again, Travis Kelce, mama. Listen, Travis Kelce ain't my brother. Travis. If Travis Kelce was my brother, then maybe. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're gonna have the petty vans by this season. I gotta get people to donate. If people donate the petty vans or the I had a lot of people talk about, Scotty, we're gonna get a van, we're gonna donate this, donate that. Ain't nobody reach out to me. I keep the text number right here. If anybody ever wants to text me or whatever, we do that right here. So you know what I'm saying? Spirit Airlines, you know how much them tickets is. It shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that expensive because Dallas to Miami is a direct flight. So it really shouldn't be, and DFW and Miami is, there. Yeah, so that shouldn't be a bad price. You know what I'm saying? So, So it shouldn't be that bad. What's up, man? What's goody? Hey, man, listen, Spirit, bro. Man, Spirit will have my knees on fire. Okay? Do you hear me? On fire. Labor Day Classic. I thought it was a State Fair Classic. Oh, shoot. It's not ticket 110. It's not. Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad. Yeah, we might be able to pull that off. Hey, Smash, you might be able to pull that off. No bull crap. We might be able to pull that off. I might have to check that out. Yeah, Miss Body. Hey, Miss Body. Hey, come on, man. Miss Body. She the GOAT. It's the labor. Thank you so much. It's the labor. Oh, so the State Fair. Oh man, it's the Labor Day class. Okay, so where is that one located at? Hey, Smash, talk to me.
Thank you. It's the labor. Oh, so the State Fair. Oh man.
Go ahead, Smash.
Labor Day class. Okay, so where is that one located at? Hey, Smash, talk to me. Hey, Scotty, what I'm saying is I was calling to say that was a Labor Day classic. Not the State Fair class.
So where is it located? Where's
that Saturday, and you can fly out to the game on Sunday in Miami. So you be flying from Houston to Miami, and the tickets are only gonna be like 110.
Oh, okay. I don't know why. Oh shoot, man.
Hello?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be. Can you hear me? You got me on mute?
I don't know why I can hear you, but yeah. All right.
Oh, you can you hear me now? Oh, he hung up. All right. So, oh man, this whole time I thought I was gonna be able to take my kids to see Andrew Body in Dallas. I gotta take my kids from Dallas to Houston. Hey, listen, 3-hour car rides with my kids is like 5 hours, bro. Because my daughter gotta pee, my son gotta pee. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gotta go to the bathroom at the most inopportune times. You know what I'm saying, man? That's gonna be. I just thought we was gonna be mosey along right to the little State Fair Classic. Go watch my boy Andrew Body kill, and then we good to go. Now I gotta go all the way down to Houston. Man, that's gonna be tough. DFW, Miami, both American hubs. Oh man, damn it! Body gonna get body. Not even close, sir. Yeah, not even close. Not even close, sir. Andrew Body gonna tear him up this year. I'm telling you. I'm still waiting for my jersey though. Nothing's like it's topping at a pit stop just for your son to say, "Daddy, I got." Man, boy, the struggle. The struggle is so real. Listen, I drove my kids down to Austin one time from Dallas to Austin to go to they got a little safari, a drive-through safari or whatever. It's like 3 hours. Austin to Dallas, like 3 hours, maybe 2 if you really pushing it. Man, it took like 4 hours. Every single time. I'm like, hey, you guys gotta go to the bathroom. As soon as we stop, like, hey, because you do the parent thing before we get on the road, and then you have to go to the bathroom. No, I'm good, Dad. Because so my kids go. My oldest daughter just turned 11. My son is 6, and my daughter's 4. All right, so those are my 3, and then my youngest is like she just turned 1. Right, so but she stays with her mom a lot of the time because 1-year-olds and stuff like that. So I take my 3, you know what I'm saying, my the top 3, and then we rolling, and I'm like, so we get on the road. As soon as we get on the road, Daddy, I got pee. I'm like, bro, didn't I just ask y'all? Did you have to pee? And it's always my daggone. It's my baby. I call her my baby girl. Even though she's not my youngest daughter, but Eris, my daughter Eris, she always gotta go to the bathroom. Always gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, Jesus. Every time we stop, Daddy, I pee. I'm like, bro, you just peed. I gotta pee again, Daddy. I'm like, oh my God. And then my son, the worst of the worst. The worst of the worst. All right. So let it ride. Anyway, but my son, then we call him Big Thirsty, right? His name is Shy, like the music group, SHAI. Right. So we call him Big Thirsty because he always is thirsty, right? So we stop. He'd say something like this. He'd be like, Daddy, I thirsty, Daddy. Daddy, I thirsty. Like it always rounds up. Like he always has to do it in 3s, right? So he always have to do it in 3s. He's like, Daddy, I thirsty, Daddy. Daddy, I thirsty. So we call him Big Thirsty because he always wants something to drink. Always. So we call him Big Thirsty. So, and also, like, if you got a drink by my son, like, so you know how kids, Daddy, I thirsty. That's what he say. Daddy, I'm thirsty. Daddy. Daddy, I thirsty. So with my son, if you give him like a big gulp or something, like, a big gulp from 7-Eleven or maybe like a Chick-fil-A Sprite, and he like, oh, Daddy, can I have some of your drink? I'll be like, yeah, man, I'm telling you, I promise you, your drink is gone. Your drink is like, I don't care if it was full. If your drink was full, and like, I don't care if you oh, that, if you had a full thing of Sprite, when you get it back, it's gone. He gonna be, you gonna hear the ice ruffling and all that. That's why we call him Big Thirsty. Yeah, and then my oldest is literally like a replica of me. She's like super smart because I'm super smart, but she's super analytical, and it is empty, bro. It is empty. All right, so I know I like talking to you guys, man. I like having a little fun. If y'all want to get off, man, y'all are more than welcome to get off. We can have some story time. So I'll tell you a story about my kids, right? So I know it sure does, don't get on here and act brand new like that ain't what y'all always do. Nobody kids. I like I like you. So growing up, well, my kids aren't allowed to drink sodas, right? So the only time my kids can drink sodas is if we go to like Chick-fil-A or something like that. But I still make my kids get like lemonades and stuff like that because, my mom didn't let me drink a lot of soda. And the soda that my mom did let me drink, she only let me drink Sprite. Like it was no dark sodas in my house. So that's why y'all see me drink Sprite. Like it was like banned in my house to drink dark sodas. Like just my mom was not going for it. So my son is like, he's 6 and he eats like he's 12, right? So my son, him and my 2 youngest, they're like polar opposites, right? So my youngest, my baby girl Eris, she's like in your face, like, hey, Daddy, like, see me, watch me, and my son is like real laid back, sensitive, real chill, you know what I'm saying? Don't talk to me, real respectable with his siblings. He's always like, if his sisters don't have something, you can have mine. Like he's that kind of kid, right? But when it comes to eating, oh, this kid can eat you out of house and home. So I'll get a large pizza. So it'll be like my 3 oldest. So my oldest, Shy. So my oldest is China, Shy, Aries. That's how they go, right? And then Sila. That's my last one. So I'll get them. We all get a large pizza, and we'll eat it. Listen, bro, I'm telling you, my son will eat like 5 slices by himself. The kid is 6. He will legit eat 5 to 6 slices by himself. You know what I'm saying? My oldest daughter, she eat like a rabbit. My youngest daughter, she eat like a rabbit. But this man, he will eat 5 to 6 slices by himself. He'll be like, and he'll just be like, he'll be like walking around, eating, like bouncing around. Daddy, can I get another slice? I'm like, yeah, man. Daddy, can I get another slice? I'm like, bro, you're not full. No, daddy, I'm not full. Daddy, I'm not full. Like, that boy different, bro. He different. Hey, caller, you loud, talk to me. Oh. Man, listen, I just hope, I tell my kids all the time, I'm like, if it don't get a scholarship, we not doing it. Right? If it don't get a scholarship, we not doing it. I think my oldest, she's going to play. I think my oldest is going to run track. She's really, really, really good. I think Shy, he's more of a baseball player, has really great hand-eye coordination. And my youngest, my baby girl, Eris, man, listen, bro. I don't know, man. She just different, bro. She's like a walking headache. I love her though. But that girl's a walking headache. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I think my oldest probably come out with an academic in sports, Scotty. So when are you shooting this script kid reality show? You know what? The plan is that when I get my kids in certain, like when I'm trying to get them for the season, like during the season time, and y'all can see them come on the show with me and stuff like that, and y'all can really see their personalities and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to get it. But my oldest daughter, she wants to have her own YouTube channel. So I might do like an off-script gaming or something like that, off-script for kids or something like that. I'm going to answer this question right after this caller. Hey, caller, you loud, talk to me.
What's up, Scotty?
What's good? Talk to me. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, man. Gene, Pompano Beach.
All right.
Hey, yeah, they still got a trash schedule, man. Adam Campbell was still weak. Last time we played Campbell, we beat them 57-21 when I was playing.
Oh, wow.
It was the weakest team in the Pioneer Football League, man. So they still trash, man.
So what year did you play?
I played in 2011, 2009, 2011.
Okay.
So they still was trash. We knew who was gonna get a dub going over there. So good.
I mean, but teams grow, they change, stuff happens. No team. I bet 2011. Laxton State ain't the same 2020 Laxton State. You get what I'm saying? So teams grow, change. So you can't really say that because I remember somebody said Incarnate Word was really bad like a couple years ago, and then now they're pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So teams grow, bro.
Yeah, I don't think they ever won the conference championship ever. So.
Like I said, teams grow. It just coaching matters. Recruiting matters. So I wouldn't say, and like Paris is saying on my chat, she's saying they have the number 2 FCS recruiting class. That's no slight to them. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you're not giving them the credit that they deserve, that they're trying to make a change.
We'll see how it goes. I'll call back after the game.
All right, man. Appreciate the call. Last question. I'm out of here. Weekly rankings with my kids. You stupid Blue. Weekly kid ranking show. What's your kids' ranking? All right, so it actually goes by their ages. So that's how I would rank. I would rank my top, like China number 1, Shy number 2, Aries number 3, Solid number 4. Like that's really how I see them. Me and China just have a different relationship than the other three. You know what I'm saying? Like she gets me and I get her. So I don't think that is going to be very hard for Shy and Eris to jump over that, because she is just like really the she's like a female version of me. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be kind of hard for them to jump over that. I love them all the same. I really do. You know what I'm saying? I love them all the same. But China, just me and her are just a little closer than the other one. You know what I'm saying? So we just kind of understand each other a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But guys, I'm about to get up. My daughter plays competition for Dallas, Texas U6 Girls Club. Shout out to my daughter. Does she run track for them? That's Texas Youth 06 Girls Club. Because I think I've heard of that team. Hey, Shelby, if you can call in and if you run track, let me know. Because I'm trying to get my daughter in a summer track program. So let me know. Oh, don't forget, tomorrow, Thursday. All right, Thursday. Let me make this announcement. Thursday, promoter, insider promoter. Okay, it's not track. Okay. Inside promoter will be here on the channel at 8 o'clock. Okay. I know this promo is going to say 7:30, but it's going to be at 8 o'clock tomorrow, Thursday. Do not miss it. All right. Do not miss it. 8 o'clock tomorrow, Thursday. We will have a promoter on here to talk about classics, how the contracts are, you know, why schools are getting undervalued in these contracts and getting underpaid, what they should do. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. You don't want to miss it. 8 o'clock here on the channel tomorrow. Doesn't the docuseries come out? Yeah, it does. So I'm going to be battling with Coach Prime. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be battling with Coach Prime. So I know all the Laxton State fans won't be on the channel. So it's going to be a very smooth show, because it won't be any Laxton State fans on the actual episode. So, but yeah, so we're going to be battling against Coach Prime in the docuseries. But tomorrow, 8 o'clock, you guys, yeah, I know Coach Prime is going to be on, so I understand. I'm not really going to even fight that. So it is what it is. But until next time, you know, swag down. Listen, I can compete for a little bit. All right. I can compete for a little bit, right? What's gonna happen is somebody gonna be like, oh, snap, Coach Prime said something on this, and then everybody gonna be like, they're gonna shift over to the documentary, but I'm not tripping off of it. You still gotta do what you gotta do. All right. And anyway, they're gonna be talking about me in the chat in the documentary. All I want to know is which side of Forest Lane do they reside on? They reside on where the money reside. They reside on the side closest to 75. All right, that's your answer. Or is it 635? Let's see. Yes, they reside on the they reside on the 635 exit. All right, so 635, you got the Forest Lane exit. They stay right there. All right, so yeah, right by 635. So there's your answer. So you can do what you want. All right, you can do what you want from there. He said both three sides. So yeah. Both three sides. yeah, it's tough. It's tough out here in these streets. All right. But listen, guys, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holla. God bless.